We're gonna do some freeze drying. So if you wanna do that, stay tuned. Here we go. Here we are back in the kitchen again. Jimmy D Outdoors. I was doing some freeze drying today, and I thought, I might as well make a video of it. I've already did potatoes, green beans, and steak in these little things here. Mylar bags. They say this stuff will last for 25 years. I don't know. This one's ham and steak, and this one is cashew nut chicken. Anyway, I thought, you know what? I eat a lot of leftovers. A lot of leftovers get thrown out. And I thought, got to do a better job of that. Putting them in the freeze dryer and freeze drying them up and putting them in these bags for, you can take them fishing, hunting, anywhere you would take a Mountain House meal, you'd just take these. And heck, those Mountain House meals, what? Some of those other meals are 10, 15 bucks a piece. When you can, you got these here, these Mylar bags, that's a good meal right there. I mean, I've ate these, and the ingredients are very, you look on a Mountain House meal and look at the ingredients. What are you really eating? And here, this is potatoes, green beans, and steak. Basically 3 ingredients. That's it. And you can put your own seasonings and stuff in it. And they're actually pretty darn good. You're always gonna get better quality when you use your own stuff. It's better for your body out there, the whole 9 yards. You don't want to be putting contaminants in your body. I was reading up on mayonnaise. I'm going to do a mayonnaise video, but mayonnaise has genetically engineered stuff in it. That means it's man-made stuff put in this stuff. You can look it up. Best Food mayonnaise, my favorite mayonnaise. And to be honest with you, after I eat it, now that I know, and because there's times I don't feel very good sometimes, and if I have something that has a lot of mayonnaise on it, that's not good. It could be that. So anything genetically engineered type foods, fast foods, there's a lot of that stuff in there. That's what makes your body shut down. That's why you have the problems you have when you get older. So when you go to do your own thing here, there's 3 ingredients: potatoes, green beans, and steak. That's it. That's the only ingredients in this. This one is steak, and I think the steak is tri-tip. Steak, ham and steak. Put a little hot sauce or whatever, sour cream or something in there with this up on the mountain. It'll be good, man. Trust me, I did it. And the cashew nut chicken, yeah, it has a little bit more ingredients, but I was looking on the ingredients. There's soy sauce, there's salt and whatever. There's a bunch of other stuff she puts in it, but it's all pretty healthy, really. So you're not really getting a whole lot of ingredients on this either. But anyway, I've got probably 2 more bags to fill up. I thought we did some tacos, so I freeze dried the taco meat because it was just sitting in there and it was getting close to time to, throw it out. And I thought, I'm gonna freeze dry it and make a meal out of it. But anyway, I always eat this stuff just to see what it tastes like. This is the It's just got a taco seasoning bag on it with hamburger. And I think it's elk or deer burger. I ain't throwing that out. I can guarantee you that. But anyway, it tastes pretty darn good. Just freeze dried. This is a tri-tip right here. Can't beat it, even freeze dried. But anyway, what I do is I get this Mylar bag and I open up the bottom to it. It's got a seal thing on it, so if you don't eat it all, and I'll seal the very top of this above where you tear it, just to make sure it's sealed good, or actually right here below it, or right on it, anywhere. And down at the bottom, it'll fold out. These type of bags I really like because it's like 1 mil bags. So if it's just you and your wife, you can go out there. I've been using, I think on a couple trips this year, I used Mountain House meals. And I always like to put the instant potatoes in there, the real potatoes, and it's good. I can do that with anything that I put out here except for maybe the cashew nut chicken. You put that in there and it just enhances. They're like the ham and steak. Just put those instant potatoes in there. That would be really good with maybe a little hot sauce. But anyway, that's what it looks like. You can just kind of set it down there like this. Let me show you. You can set it down on the counter like that when you're feeling it. I don't usually do that, but I mean, you could. And I have my trays here. Oh, this one actually, I'm in the middle of doing. So this one's steak, ham, and I'm gonna put a little bit of this hamburger in there. And that would be good with some mashed potatoes in it. It'd be real good. And then I put one of these moisturizing bags in with this. And then you seal up the top. You can kind of see right there, right below the tear line here. You can seal it up. And I don't know if some people just do it that way. If you really have to seal it, I always do, because the person that taught me does. So, or taught my wife, and she taught me, and now I use it all the time, this freeze dryer. So right here, let me see if I can get this to where you're actually looking at what I'm gonna do next. I'll move this out of the way. I'll actually bring it right down here so you can see it. This is kind of like a seal-a-mill thing. You put it down and it'll seal the top of the bag. And that's what I'm doing right now with this. Let me get you down there where I can. So I got the food in there. I put the moisturizer bag in there. And now I'm going to seal it right at that point. And I usually do it 3 times. I don't think you really have to. It's just a preference, whatever you want to do. I just want to make sure that that's sealed. And then on here, I'm going to put steak, ham, steak, and hamburger. Actually, mule deer. I'm pretty sad because in Oregon, it takes you a lifetime just to get a tag. It seems like it's been 1 year, and where I want to go, it takes 4 to 5 years to draw the tag. Can you believe that? I was gonna get an Idaho tag. They sold out. I bet they sold out in the first hour. So I didn't get to go there again this year. I'm gonna have to be on my game. I didn't even know it was going on. By the time I got in there, it was way too late. So the hunting prospects around are very slim anymore if you want to hunt mule deer, because the tags go fast. They go really fast, and I love mule deer. So anyway, this is ham, steak, and hamburger. So out of this batch, we've got 4. We're gonna end up with 5 meals out of it, out of 4 trays. I'm gonna try to cram all this in there. It's gonna be steak and hamburger, mule deer burger. This is a pro tip for you. You never throw mule deer burger out. You don't let it go bad in the refrigerator. Never does that happen. That's a pro tip. You never throw this stuff out. So freeze drying is just that one of those ways. A lot of people will freeze it. I mean, that's another way. And I've tried it. I've experimented with it. It tastes just as good as the last, or just as good before or after than before. So you're not losing any flavor. You're not losing nothing. It tastes just the same. And I didn't believe it, but I tried it and I thought, you know what? I'm sold on it. Sold on it. So it's a good way to not throw any food out and to preserve the food. I think they said 25 years. 25 years. So you got to take advantage of it. The Lord blessed us with this freeze dryer, and we got to use it. So this is going to be steak. I need one more. I hate doing this, but I got to. Get the scissors out. I need one more. Moisturizer bag. Put that in there, and then right up towards the top, and then fill the rest of it in. I'll show you what one of these steaks look like after it's freeze dried and it's really light. Right here, that's what it looks like. That's tri-tip, little slice of tri-tip, and it's really, there's no moisture in it. It's really light. Tastes pretty good too. But you'll just add some water to it, you know, some hot water, just like you would a Mountain House meal. And I got 5 meals there. And the good thing about it is you can put it in a tote in the garage and nothing can get to it. And they're always there for emergencies, whatever the case may be. So we got steak, ham, just a little, and hamburger. All protein, all natural, there's no preservatives in it. When you're out there hunting, you need protein and you need to be hydrated. So this takes care of the protein, you know, and Mountain House is a good one to use. You can use liquid IV, that works pretty good. However, everybody has their own preferences, but this right here is good solid protein and there's no preservatives in it. That's a good thing. And I've also learned, because I have a pretty physical job, that eggs, which I'm gonna freeze dry up some eggs. You know, eggs provide really good protein. Freeze fry up some of those. But anyway, what I was gonna say is when I'm out working, I need a lot of protein, good protein. When I don't get good protein in me, that stuff that has a lot of preservatives and stuff, I can tell the difference. There is a difference. So making your own meals, taking them with you, you know what's in them. It's just like shooting your own deer, cutting, wrapping it, and you know, taking care of it from start to finish. It's just like that. You know what's in this, and that's a good thing. Your body's gonna be able to perform a lot better if it's got the good stuff in it. No preservatives. Mountain House has a ton of preservatives. You look at those preservatives and you know, no wonder you don't, I mean, I don't know, I've tested it. You know, if I eat processed food, I can tell because my body reacts to it not good. You know, I'm lethargic. I'm tired. But when I get good solid protein like this in my system, I feel good. You know, I feel good. Keeping dehydrated is, that's a key too. So anyway, I'll bring you back, but I'm gonna get these trays ready, and I got a bunch of other stuff to put in the freezer. Stuff that we're not gonna eat right away that's in our refrigerator. I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm gonna put it on these trays and we're gonna get it in the freezer. And I'll run you through that. Okay, I'm back. I'm doing a little cleanup here. And we're gonna get ready to load up some trays here. Got them all washed up. I thought I'd show you, you know, I showed you this. It's the sealer. Here's the finished product here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meals. You can take hunting, camping, you know, whatever you're doing. And I'll probably, when I run out of the Mountain House meals, I'll probably start using these. I don't like to waste anything. Here's the Mylar bags here. These come in, you know, a box of 50. I'm probably about halfway through that box. And these are the moisture gatherers. Keeps the moisture out. And I just got these cleaned up, these trays. We're gonna be putting chili on one tray, and then we got some chicken and rice soup I'm gonna put on. Hopefully it'll fit on one tray, but I think it's gonna take 2. So that'll be 3 trays, and then I think I have one other thing I was gonna freeze up. I think it's some fruit. So we'll be putting those on the trays and put them in the freezer. I bought 4 more trays. And I need to get the mats for them. And then I'll always have 4 in the freezer. So when I take the ones out, I can put those right on in and keep going with it. But anyway, I mean, I did apples and vegetables. I freeze dried up some jalapenos, and those things are really good. I thought about just leaving them out and snacking on them, but I'm jalapenoed out right now. I've eaten more jalapenos in the last month than I have in half my life. So we were really blessed with a whole banana box full of I went out and picked them, but I meant to pick a box because I had a lot of plans for them, and we canned them. I put them in, I made some cowboy candy. You can go back on a few videos and it'll, you know, I went on how I make cowboy candy. I made some salsa this year, which it turned out really, really good. And I'll be giving some of that out for Christmas. Next year I want to do some tuna. I'm gonna be smoking up some trout, and I'm gonna be canning up my trout that I caught this year. And there's gonna be a lot of it. I'm gonna smoke some up, and I'm gonna use the vacuum sealer on some of it, and then I'm gonna can some of it because it's pretty darn good canned. You can just empty it out, throw some of my homemade mayonnaise I'll be making. I'm gonna make a video on that one too, how to make homemade mayonnaise, and man, that's good. You can just put it right on a sandwich. So the ingredients on the smoked fish is, you know, brown sugar, salt, cayenne pepper, water, you know, all the things, sugar, a little bit of sugar, not much because I'm not supposed to have any. And I want to do that before Christmas because I want to give out some smoked trout for Christmas. And I mean, those are the ingredients. There's not much to it. And I want to get some other things in there canned up, freed up for next year, or when we can go catch some trout. I got a couple catch and cook trout videos I want to do. Maybe some overnight catch and cook. Just that kind of stuff. I got my boat all covered for the winter with all this rain coming in. I had to do it. God blessed me with that boat. And Lord, I just thank you so much for that boat. Seeing people catch fish out of it, it just brings joy to my heart, man. It just does. Getting to know people through fishing and hunting, building new relationships. I mean, that's what it's all about. Anyway, I got to get my dad out there here next year. I got to try to get that done, and got a lot of things going on right here before Christmas. Got our tree decorated. Well, I did my part. I got the lights put on it. Got to do some decorating outside and inside for Christmas. One of my favorite holidays, right alongside Easter. I think Easter's my favorite. Christmas is right behind it. So it's about our Savior, Jesus Christ, and what he did for us. He was born, and on Easter he died for the sins of this world, for your sins and my sins. So those are my two favorite holidays right there. Anyway, I'm gonna dry these off and we'll get after it. Okay, I'm back. I got the trays out right here. I got some turkey on this one, which when you put it on there, you make sure that, you know, they're not piled up on each other. Free up a little bit more room. And then I'm starting another thing of ham. There's the ham. I just got it sliced up. It needs to be, I think, smaller than that, like smaller cubes, so it's easier to freeze dry it. Anyway, I got that in there. We've got our chicken and rice soup and our chili. This was some of the best. That's really good chili, and I've ate a few freeze-dried chilies that we made ourselves, and man, it is good. It is, I mean, good. There's not that many ingredients in it. And my wife makes pretty good chili. So there you go. We're gonna get this, all going here. kind of align that to where you can see down there what I'm doing. So all I'm really doing now is I'm just making smaller squares of this ham to put on here. I might have a whole tray of ham. The problem that I always have is the freezer gets too full. And so, and then the refrigerator gets too full. And then pretty soon you don't know what's in there. And then, you know, then the next thing you know, you're throwing out $100 worth of food. I hate doing that. So this is clearing up some of the freezer space that we had this stuff in there. And it leaves more room for other things that you want to put in there. Like we're gonna go down, we're looking around right now for some deals on some meat, because I kind of want to grind up my own meat and stuff like that. If we grind up some hamburger, it's gonna be you know, like steak type meat. It ain't gonna, you don't know what you're getting in store-bought ground beef. I mean, they throw all kinds of stuff in that stuff. I was really surprised when I worked at Albertsons what they throw in that stuff, and I don't want just anything in my hamburger, especially since I started making my own. It is a lot better. A lot better. So we're gonna do that because I was unfortunate enough to not get an elk this year or a deer. So there's other ways you can do things, and that's what we're gonna do. I might be putting more of these in the freezer. I might have to get those other 4 trays out because I'm gonna run out of room here. But anyway, there's one, that's what one tray looks like. It's pretty spaced out. Get that down there where you can see it. It's all spaced out on there. Ready to go in the freezer for overnight, and then I'll start up the freeze dryer again tomorrow. Let's get this chili out there on here. I know it's gonna take probably a whole tray. I love this chili, man, I love it, but I've been eating on it for 3 days, so that's enough chili. And I don't want it to go to waste, and I don't have any room in my freezer. So again, you know, it'll last for 25 years, they say. And it tastes just as good. Just as good. I've tried it. I've tried my own, and it is absolutely fabulous. It's actually better than Mountain House. So and I priced up some of those newer type meals. Man, that's $13. $13, man, that's a lot. That's a lot of cash for one meal. This costs, just this tray right here, it did take up a whole tray. Just that, maybe $2. Maybe. I think, what was it, $1, 89 cents a can. I think she put 4 cans of beans in there and maybe 5. So that's almost $5 for something for the beans. And we had, what, 4 meals? So altogether, that pot of chili was probably we'll say $10. This is gonna be 2 bags, 2 meals, 2 freeze-dried meals for this right here. So you're looking at probably $1.50, we'll say $2 a meal. I think that's over evaluating it, but $2 a meal here, that's maybe $2. $2 a meal versus 13. That's a big difference, and you know what's going in it. So let's do this chicken and rice. Chicken and rice soup, man, it was pretty darn good. Let's put this out in it. And just what I thought. Just what I thought. It's gonna take 2 trays. So I am gonna have to So we bought the rice at Costco, the big bags. I want to say they were $20 for, I don't even know how many pounds of rice. So, and it's got chicken in it and whatnot. This is probably gonna, we'll just say $2 a meal here. So that's gonna be 4 meals. I'm gonna say, so that's $8 cost for 4 meals. And you know what's in it? And it tastes pretty darn good. I think it's better than Mountain House or that other one, I don't know. I've seen some reviews on some of those other ones, and some of them are really good, and then they said they wouldn't buy, some of the guys said they wouldn't buy them. Can I tell you on this? You'll buy these every single time because they're good. They're really good. That's 4 trays. So we've got 1 meat tray going in, 2 chicken and rice soup, which is, I mean, absolutely delicious. You can only eat so much chicken and rice soup at once in a week. And then you got chili, which she made a big old pot on it, and I actually ate that for 3 days, so, because it's so dang good. I think I had 6 bowls. I probably gained a couple pounds just off of it because it is so good. Anyway, there it is. And then over here, you know, I've got this much more ham. So that's gonna be probably 2 trays right there. I'll get those in the freezer. And I think that pretty much wraps this up. I'm gonna put these in the freezer, and then tomorrow morning, before I go to work, I'll put them in the freeze dryer. And we'll just get rotating on this. And keep your, remember to hit the subscribe button. I think 95% of all my viewers are unsubscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button so YouTube will push it out. I can get more people opened up to my videos. And hit the notification bell. I had a couple people say you haven't even made a video, and come to find out I made like 10 since the last one they watched. So hit the notification bell. I thank you guys for supporting this channel. I do. It means, I mean, absolutely everything to me. And I love making these videos for you. If you like the content, if you like the videos, hit the like button. If you're subscribed, hit the like button. And the notification bell. And if you're not subscribed, I would really, I mean, it would mean the world to me for you to hit that button. And we'll see you in the next video. The winter months are coming, so I'll probably be making a little bit more cooking videos, kind of like this, because I don't like to waste food. And I got to make a smoked canned trout video, and that'll be a good one, because that stuff's really good. I've had a couple guys say it was delicious. They wanted more. I got a bunch more. But anyway, thank you guys. I love you, and I pray that God blesses you. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.